Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your end of July 2025 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Wow, very interesting. That's your ruler, the sun. And that's your card too. That's your card too. Amazing. Oh, look at this. I've got a 6. I was just thinking about the 6 of Wands because I just did Cancer's reading. That was the first reading I did, and that was wow. Okay. This is cool. I have to put these aside. I like that. I like to show people the back because that's always neat too. Okay, let's put these down so they're more visible. Okay. The heart of the matter is the 6 of Swords. You see like the rainbow in the distance. The rainbow probably represents like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. This idea of better days in front of the person. Swords relates to the air element. So the people that are connected to the swords are the Geminis, the Libras, the Aquarius people. Actually, in the past position, you have Knight of Swords. But the point is that it could be somebody from that sign that you're dealing with. But the swords can relate to strife, to some kind of conflict. And the 6, the number 6 is connected to Venus, which is about harmony. So it's about harmonizing your life and choosing peace over strife. And the person is shown on the boat because it's like moving away from that strife. And it's like, there is like a saying that says choose peace, because sometimes, I'm not saying that that's true 100% of the time, that we can control the peace around us, but we can control our dealings with people. If we feel that there is conflict, like in a relationship, for example, we can choose how we are going to interact in that relationship, if at all. And in some cases, we may decide that we do not want to participate with someone. And this could be like if you're in a workplace situation and you feel the sense of there's like a lot of conflict around you. How does that feel to be in that type of environment? Chances are it's not going to feel very good. And you may feel like you want out, that isn't what you signed up for, or that doesn't feel good. Oh yeah, it's so funny. I was getting distracted because I was thinking, oh, there's a 6 of Wands. So I got 3 6s, and I have a feeling that there's some meaning with that, but I don't know. I can't remember if there's anything specific with that. The past position is the Knight of Swords. Now, this could be that you found your voice, that you are becoming more outspoken, and that has made you like leave a situation. Now, I'm talking about Leos here, so it's like, it sounds a little bit silly to talk about, but surprisingly enough, especially in your private life, you may be a little bit more submissive. I know that's kind of a creepy word these days, but this idea of not being as, not outgoing, but like as assertive as you are maybe career-wise or whatever in your public life, you may be more submissive in your private life. And therefore, if you haven't spoken up and you have allowed things to kind of take place that shouldn't have been, whether it was well, you know, like tolerating bad behavior of whatever kind. This could be the time when you just finally say enough is enough. But even in the workplace, I mean, to be honest with you, sometimes people are, even fire signs sometimes can be afraid to speak up. Maybe they just have a background where they're like, I want to keep this job at any cost. But the other thing too, the Knight of Swords can be that change is afoot and things are just shifting. So you may feel like, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to go for this now because I don't have to take it anymore. Because you can sense that the tide has changed. The higher message is the sun. Of course, you're ruled by the sun. But in astrology, the sun represents our core self. And so it's like, to thine own self be true. That's when we think about the essence of a person astrologically, it will be the sun sign. And of course, when people look at their sun signs, they're like, oh, well, that's totally not me. But look at your sun sign. You know, like if you're a Leo and they say, oh, you're like this big extrovert, and you're like, oh, astrology is like a bunch of BS. I'm like so introverted. I love being alone and all of that. Maybe your sun is in the 12th house. You know, you never know. That's like another layer of the onion. It's not just those characteristics, oh my gosh, that form a template, that form that outline of the characteristics that make up Leos. Then you have to take it to the next level. What crosses you is the Six of Wands. I think that this is more of an internal thing where sometimes, okay, let me put it this way. Some Leos get the reputation of being narcissists, right? Or being full of themselves and that kind of thing. And that would be somebody who would be cluelessly full of themselves. If they're a Leo, that is the imbalanced version of Leo, because the balanced version of Leo is somebody who can be proud of themselves without being an insufferable braggart, needs to top someone, like is always competitive, like, you know, needs to, what do they call that when you like try to outdo someone? If they mention something good that's happened to them and then the other person's like, oh, well, this happened. They always have to have the upper hand and be better than other people. That's not all Leos for sure. And so pride is associated with Leo. And isn't that one of the 7 deadly sins? Pride. But pride is not all the same. Just like when they talk about sugar, it's not all created equally. It's not like sugar, you know. Pride can be that you actually are proud of yourself for something that you accomplished, maybe against all odds. And you really feel good about yourself for doing it. Usually when people are bragging and it's like, it's coming out of a needy place. It's coming out of a place of lack. It's not coming out of like true pride in oneself. Because when we, you know, like the sun also represents kind of that life force energy. And it's like that enthusiasm. In the tarot, the sun represents everything that is good in life, including children, but creativity and love and abundance. And why should we be afraid to kind of celebrate our own successes? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that people take it too far. And they take it too far because they really don't feel good inside. But some people really feel like, wow, I'm really proud of myself for that. And so maybe you have got that confused. Maybe you don't, I hope you don't think that you deserve to be honored, because this is what this card represents. Like, If the Six of Swords is like really feeling like you want to like leave your place of employment, the irony is the Six of Wands in the challenge position could be that, yes, maybe you do not receive the kind of praise that you should receive for a job well done, but do you think that that is something that you deserve? If you don't believe that you deserve it, it's going to be very hard for you to leave that situation. And same thing in relationships. I should point it out. What's coming in is the Six of Cups. This is a card of the soulmate. This is the soulmate vibe. It's also the card of childhood, the innocence of... it's a card of children, so both the Sun and the Six of Cups can relate to children if that is relevant in your life at this time. This is a family card, so yes, there could be something doing, because of that. And really, this is like the innocence, the idyllic time of childhood. But the thing about it is that with the Six of Swords, you may feel like you want to leave a bad situation for your children. Like it's not about you. Maybe if you, and that's the thing, it's like do it for yourself as well and realize that you are deserving of happiness. But not just happiness. The Six of Wands is like recognition. You're deserving of another person seeing the good in you. And the Six of Cups is like that innocence in childhood, which, but like I said, it can also be children, and also can be something that you've always wanted to do that you kind of got sidetracked on. The outcome is the Four of Wands. This is the card of the happy home. So, 4 is, like in astrology, the fourth house is the house of home and family. Wands relates to fire, but fire can be enthusiastic. So sometimes, somebody may have a beautiful home, but they dread going, when they pull up in the driveway, they dread it because they have such a negative vibe going on inside those beautiful doors. So whatever that takes for you, it's probably going to be a journey if this is relatable. And you will have a full moon in the 7th house of committed partnership on August 9th, which could illuminate your relationship if you're in one, and that could be connected to this too. Alrighty then, that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like an astrological reading, a tarot reading, or combination thereof, please click on the link below. That will take you to my website, and you can see what kind of readings I offer. I offer package deals as well. I hope you have a great rest of the month. Take care. Bye.